It's taken me this long to do an HPA video.
Because I won't let you.
Well, here we are. The Wolverine MTWs have been out for a good while now. However, all the videos on them on our channel have been kind of limited on information and outdated by our channel standards, so I thought about revisiting them, and here we are. Let's get into it. Wolverine's been out for a long time, making engines for multiple types of guns over the years. They've been kind of known as the alternative to the more expensive Polar Star. However, all of these little bits and bobs that they've created have gone into one thing, and that's making a full HPA gun out of the box. These beauties are consisted of a built-in machined receiver set, along with a metal M-LOK rail system and a mil-spec buffer tube, allowing for the fitment of real steel furniture both on the stock and on the pistol grip. The MTWs are manufactured in a very similar way that real steel firearms are made, but they're non-convertible to real steel applications, so you don't gotta worry.
What a bummer.
About that. Can't say that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing.
The M-LOK rail system allows you to attach things like flashlights, grips, and whatnot to your rifle to personalize them as you please. I like M-LOK a lot better than I like Keymod. I feel like the fitment is a lot tighter. However, Keymod's a little bit easier to work with, so to each their own. I cannot stress this enough. This gun is super, super durable, probably due to the fact that it's manufactured like a real steel firearm. And since this gun sports an HPA system, that means there's no gearbox and there's no heavy motor in there, which means the gun is very, very light. But keep in mind that normal applications for this gun do require a hose, a tank, and a regulator. As of right now, the MTWs come in two different variations, and that's gonna be the long boy and the short boy, and I prefer the short boy.
Aaron, we have to give that back.
No, you have to give it back.
I hate you.
And before we start talking about the internals, let me show you how to crack open the gun so you can look at the internals yourself. All you gotta do is get to this rear body pin right here, punch it out and yank it out, and then the upper will crack from the lower. With the upper crack from the lower, you can see all the bits and bobs inside the gun, including the AEG hop-up bucking and inner barrel that's compatible with other AEG hop-up buckings and inner barrels. The Gen 2 Inferno engine comes stock with the gun and lies in the upper receiver, with the hose for it going into the lower receiver and out of the pistol grip. Your FCU is exposed, however it's fit very snugly, so nothing's gonna get snapped or caught like your wire harness. The JST connectors for your mini HPA batteries lies inside the buffer tube and comes out and connects to the FCU in the lower receiver. I found that the Titan JST mini Tamiya batteries, the mini batteries, fit the best because it's a tubular shape. It goes straight into the buffer tube. A few of my favorite things about the MTW's magazine system is that it takes standard AEG mags. The MTW mag that comes with the gun allows for an electric cutoff system that once you've exhausted all the BBs in the magazine, it'll actually stop firing. So all you gotta do is take this magazine out, put a new magazine in there, and hit the bolt catch. However, it's programmed, so if you don't want to have to hit the bolt catch, you can skip that step completely. However, if for some reason you don't want to use the MTW magazines and you don't really care for the electric cutoff system, it's technically an AEG body. So if you already have something like PTS EPMs, they fit right in and they feed just well.
Why do you have an orange one?
Shut up! One more thing that I want to touch upon before I wrap up on this video is definitely going to be the fact that you don't need tools to take apart this gun. It's all hand done. You pretty much, that body pin and your force is what is required to take it apart. So when you're on the field, you don't need to bring any extra tools. If something goes wrong, you can just do it all by hand. And that about wraps it up for what I got to say about it. If you'd like a more in-depth, detailed review or overview about the internals and externals, Mike and one of the representatives from Wolverine Airsoft already did a video on it, so click right here if you'd like to see more. And now, the moment that you've all been waiting for, the price. Both of these guns are priced at $575 on airsoftgi.com right now. You may be saying that's a really high price point, and you're correct. However, the Inferno Gen 2 by itself with all the necessary bits and bobs are going to be about $365 with, if you have the programmable FCU that is in here already, stock, that would be about $500. So essentially, you're getting the full gun and the FCU for a much more discounted price than if you were to buy a standard high-end AEG. Also, that price point justifies the fact that this thing is built like a tank. Need I say any more? I don't know about my editor, but I had a lot of fun making this video, mostly because, contrary to popular belief, I don't have any HPA guns. I don't have any HPA guns, so shooting these two makes me really want one. And I'm pretty sure if I asked nicely, Boaz would buy me one.
No.
Please?
I'm not spending my hard-earned money.
Please.
No.
Please?
Okay.
Yeah! And that about wraps it up for the Wolverine MTW video. If you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's been Aaron from ASGI TV, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.